Hello everyone, this is Waffle here, and welcome back to Survival Life, my Minecraft tutorial series. Today we are not actually going to be working in this area. I just started it up here because I was working on it a little bit before. Oh, that's our beacon. I forgot that I put that there. But today we are actually going to be working on one of the things from 1.8 that I have not yet gotten around to. For that we need 1 stick and 6 wool. Any color will do, because what we are making is a banner. I did not want 8 wool, I want 6. The way that you craft it is you make it pretty much just like a sign, except you use wool instead of planks. Just like that. And that gives you a white banner. You can use any color wool you want, and that'll start you off but with that color of wool, banner, that is. Like if you used pink wool, you get a pink banner. But today, I forgot where I was going. Oh yeah. I want to make one for I want to make a banner for our garden. Because if someone comes over to our land and sees that, they're not going to be sure which is our house. That one with the beacon in front of it, or that tiny little shacky place with just a few chests. They might be a little bit idiots if they can't figure out which is our house, but better to be on the safe side, right? I haven't touched my horses in a while. But I want to make one for the garden, like I said. And for that, we're going to want some dye. I think I want dark blue, which is lapis, as you remember. We'll use all those. As well as yellow, green, as well as an oxide daisy. Before I actually get around to designing the banner, I want to explain a few of the mechanics of banners to you. So it's getting here, and if you put dyes on the very bottom row like that, along with the banner somewhere inside there, then it colors the bottom third of the banner with whatever dye that is. If you put it on the side, it colors the side third. Like this is on the right, so that colors the right third. It also works for the left. And also, as I put it on the bottom, if you put it on the top, it colors the top third. However, if you go and color the middle, then it just puts a thin stripe. That also works for if you put it in a vertical middle like that. Not quite a third, but close. And if you want a corner, like just a small box in the corner, then all you have to do is place one in the very corner of the crafting window, and that colors like half of the width of it, and like a third of the height of the banner. I'm sorry if you can't really see it, I just don't want to waste my dyes on the banners. So I'm just going to have to go with you watching this window. That works for any of the 4 corners. If you want, you can also create some scallops. But that's not how you make scallops, I'm sorry. I was reading this wrong. Because I'm looking at my notes right now. That gives you a triangle on the top. And if you want to invert it, then of course you just invert it like that. If you want scallops, then what you have to do is pretty much just the same thing, except shifted up one, or down one. So if you want scallops on the top edge, you make a triangle in the top 2 thirds. And if you want scallops in the bottom, then you just make a triangle in the bottom 2 thirds. Just like that. And you can see it has scallops there. You can also waste a lot of dyes by creating a banner that is colored on one entire half. And that uses 6 dyes. And once again, on this, it colors one entire half of the banner. It works on both sides. Also, it works if you want to color the top or bottom half. Just like that. For a little bit more complicated designs, you can also create an X pattern by placing 5 in the window like that, and that creates an X. This one is kind of one of my favorites just because it's strange and interesting at the same time. If you place 2 on the sides just like this, it gives you thin stripes all across the banner. And then for the ultra simple, just place 1 die in the middle and that gives you a circle. Or you can switch these around so the banner's in the middle and place a diamond around it for a diamond pattern. You can also give yourself a box around it, and that gives you a small frame on the banner. I think that's just about it. No, there's one more. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for this being a little bit boring to watch. It's just I want to go over this and get that down first so that you know what I'm going to be doing for this episode and how I'm making this banner. You can place a cross in here to give yourself a T on the banner. There you go. That is pretty much it for that. So what I want to do is create a gradient on this. That's going to represent the sky. You do that by placing a triangle just like that, except you add 1 more die right below it, and that gives you a gradient of that color to whatever the base color is, top to bottom. If you wanted to invert that, then all you have to do is just switch it around like that. However, I want it like how I had it before. Grab that banner and we'll put it right back in here. With banners, you can create them using a total of 6 layers, I believe. Maybe a little bit more. And if you wanted to get rid of 1 layer, then all you would have to do is go up here to a cauldron, and it would undo the last change you made to it, except that we don't have any water in it. Give me this back. How do I get it back? I seem to be having a small problem. Alright, you know what? It's just going to have to stay there because I can't seem to get it down without breaking my house. So, there we go. Once again, I'm going to create a gradient by placing die in a Y shape. And then we're going to come over here and grab our cactus green and place a bottom 3rd row of green on that. So that way, it kind of looks like sky and land. Oh god, how do I get this back? There we go. Okay, it was hitting it. It needs a breaking pattern, like every other block does, like that. Otherwise, that's a bit confusing. This next one is a little bit special because it is one in which it uses other resources to create a new pattern on top of it. What you need is 1 oxide daisy, and that gives you a flower pattern right in the middle. To color that, all you have to do is add another die on top of it. And that's all I'm going to do for this garden one. I'm not entirely sure how I want my actual one to look, so I'm not creating that just yet. Oh darn, I should really just use this minecart. There we go. But like I was saying, I keep going off on tangents. I apologize. Now I can't remember what I was about to say. Nope, that's gone. Oh yes, if you wanted to, you could also create a copy of this by placing a clean banner. It has to be the same color banner as you started with on the base of the one that you created, and a crafting window with the one that you created, and it will copy it over. Once in a while, there might be a glitch. I know it was when it first came out of when it copies, it would have a black square in the corner, like I showed you. But I don't know if that's been fixed, but if it hasn't, then you could just wash it off with the cauldron. So it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, I've been working on a design for my own banner for my personal thing. Oh, look, cake. Sounds delicious. But I've not really found one that I really like yet, and I'm not that great with banners, so I'm not sure how to make really complicated designs. With banners, you could also add bricks, a block of bricks, or vines to give yourself some more interesting designs. The vines will give you a curly edge all the way around, like the square frame does. And the bricks will give you a brick pattern. Ah, finally. Hello. I've been searching for these dogs forever. Well, technically they're wolves still, but... I am actually over in the foresty area where we were in, like, episode 2 or 3 of this series. So it's been a little while since we've been back here, but... I've been finally wanting to get a wolf, and that guy's just staring at me. That bothers me. But this way, we can actually take some bones and tame them like you would a cat. Hello. To do that, all you have to do is right-click on the wolf with a bone and... Okay, then. Why are they all walking around like this? There we go. See? That's how you tame a wolf. That's really weird that all their heads are turned. What the heck? But now that it's tamed, you can see that it had that heart animation pop up, or the particle, as well as having its collar turn colors. Or its neck, technically. Actually, technically that's a collar, but it looks like its neck when it's not tamed. But you can see this one's orange. So that's awesome. Maybe more of an umber, I don't know. See if I can get another one. Yes, wonderful. First try. What? These guys are awesome. There we go. Now I have 3 dogs. Wonderful. And you can make them sit or stand just like you would a cat. When they are wild, they have only 4 hearts of health. When you tame them, then they still have that same amount, but when they're fully healed... Oops, I'm sorry. They end up having a full 10 hearts of health, just like you do. You can tell how healthy they are based on the angle between their tail and their legs, their back legs. So it seems this one is very healthy. However, once this... These guys are being weird. Once they are tamed, you cannot use bones on them anymore. You have to use meat in order to heal them and put them into breeding mode. Seriously, what's up with their heads doing that? I don't know what's up with that. That's a weird glitch. It's bothering me. But anyways, these wolves, like I said, act similarly to cats. Because you can right-click on them to make them sit. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Right-click on them to make them sit when you know to have a piece of meat in your hand. Or stand, that is. And when you move away too far, then they will teleport to you. See if I can make one teleport to me. No, they're all moving too fast. Let's just try to run. Nope. Doesn't seem like they're teleporting, but the only time that they won't teleport is if you've told them to sit. If they're in a minecart, if they're in an unloaded chunk, this is especially obvious, like if you bring them into the nether and then leave them there, they won't teleport back to you. Or some other ones that are less likely to happen. But if you told them to sit, then they won't move. Hello, there we go, you saw them teleport there. That was good. Yeah, your head's better now, isn't it? Now you had some food. Let's bring them back home. Actually, no, this is good. I still have some dye on me. I forgot. You see that their collars are this kind of orange color. If you want to change the colors, all you have to do is right-click on them. Look at me. With the dye in your hand. So this one's yellow now, and actually that kind of looks chartreusey. Chartreusey. And this one I want to be green. There we go. Now we can differentiate the 3. Orange, yellow, and green. And now that we're back home, and all safe and sound, I would like to have these guys just breed a little bit so I can have an extra little pup running around. Just in case one of these guys dies, so that way I have a replacement already. Seriously, what is up with your head? But, like I said, just use any type of meat you want to put them into breeding mode. And we'll just turn away. And there's the puppy. Hello, little guy. How's it going? And you can see when we started feeding him there, his tail went up at the back. Nope, that's not where I want you to go. Come here. Come back here. Come back here, big head. But when he's a baby, we can feed him to try to force... Or try to... Actually, it doesn't force anything. What it does is reduce the time it remaining to have him grow up by 10%. So hopefully he should grow up pretty quickly now that we are out of meat. We'll have all these guys sit down, and now that it's nighttime, I am going to go to bed. So I hope everyone enjoyed this episode, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like and a comment below, and I will... Where's my bed? And I'll see you next time. So long, everyone.